Can you share the screen again, Stash?
Secret Agent Stache, Secret Agent Stache, wearing new disguises, I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache, Secret Agent Stache, wearing new disguises, I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache, Secret Agent Stache, wearing new disguises, I'll never get his dreams. Secret
What is going on, all my secret agents? Everyone out there hanging out, ready today. Jump back in it here with old Secret Agent Stache and play some of your favorite Web3 NFT crypto enabled games. Doing it like we always do on Thursdays. It's top secret Thursdays. So we got the hotness, right? Ain't that right, Agent Riz?
Sounds like we're playing Ghosts and Goblins today. Old
Going
school.
for it, man. Going for
I
it.
don't know. A lot of Goblin references here.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun today, but doing something a little bit different. A little bit different than what we normally do. I will say that. We'll say that. And so we're gonna jump in today, and we're gonna play a game called Sunflowerland, which many of you guys already know in chat. You guys are spamming those sunflowers away. Is like a farm style game where you're basically Stardewing it up, and you're earning tokens and you're earning money by keeping your farm going, right? And we actually have a special guest that's joining us today. We got Steve Woody from the Sunflowerland team. Steve, what is up, man?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, really appreciate you coming on here and hanging out with us. And you're gonna show us all around. We're gonna jump in, and you're gonna give us all the down low on how to get started here with Sunflowerland and what it looks like to earn and play all these things, and hopefully help walk us through it, and we can get our farm up and running and start planting some mustache trees. You guys have mustache trees, right? Or do they grow on bushes?
Well, do you know what? That's it. We're going to have to figure that out, aren't we? But what's really interesting is at the moment in the game, there's a war that's happened. So there's actually two factions. There's Team Goblin and Team Human. And there's been some talk in Discord about some secret agents and some spies and a bit of espionage. And I don't know. I think this is fitting into that narrative quite well today. I think we're going to uncover some secrets and maybe a little bit of alpha that people weren't really expecting.
I like that. That sounds hot, man. I'm liking that a lot. I don't know who could use a good, a top level secret agent on their side. But when we talk about going on a mission like that, I am a specialty. I'm a pro, especially out in the field. So you guys are going to have to really win me over, Team Human or Team Goblin. We're going to figure it out. and jump into today's game and try and see what that is. Now, Steve, before we get into Sunflower Land, for those that are watching that maybe have not played the game or they haven't jumped in, can you just give us a little bit of a breakdown about the game itself, what it's about, little how it's played, and then I want to hear, and then I want you to tell us a little bit about your journey, because I think it's actually really interesting and inspiring. But let's start in that order. Tell us a bit about Sunflower Land, and then tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. So Sunflower Land, at the moment in its current version, it's in beta. It's a farming simulator. So you will plant crops, you'll harvest your crops. You will then earn an in-game utility token called SFL. You'll use that SFL to be able to then buy items like axes, pickaxes, to chop down trees to get wood, and then to mine stone, iron, gold. So there's a progression system in resources and minerals. There's also animals. You can raise chickens. Soon you'll be able to do fishing. We've got bees and honey, so you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with the items from these animals, the eggs, the honey. You'll be able to do cooking. And so there's a lot coming into this game in terms of what you're going to be able to do. But then we've also got two other things. There's two core gameplay loops. So one is going to be about the next iteration of where this game's going, which is where the whole community are kind of waiting right now. It's for what's called land expansion. And this is the release of beta when we go into our full live version of the game. And so land expansion is going to be, you will start on an island and you will go through a progression system of expanding your land. And so that will require you to use the resources that you harvest on the ground to then be able to expand your land. That's one core game loop. The second is we're launching our profile pictures at the same time, but we're doing it differently. So everyone else that's done a profile picture launch or a PFP launch in NFTs normally mints 10,000 NFTs and they're static and you get what you get and the rarities are static and that's it. What we're doing is we're launching dynamic NFTs. So as you evolve your NFT, your bumpkin character in the game, it will actually dynamically evolve on OpenSea in your wallet. The metadata will update. And so as you start to customize and add more utility to your bumpkin, you will see it dynamically evolve. And so the rarity is on how much and how well you play the game, not on just what you mint.
Right.
And so, yeah, two different core game loops there that we're looking forward to rolling out. And yeah, that's Sunflower Land.
Very cool. And like I said, there's demographics that that some people just this is not the type of game for them, and then some people just love this type of game. I will say that my sister and my daughter both love playing Stardew Valley. It's one of those things where, like, hey man, it's a lot of fun.
There you go. And one of our advisors as well. I was going to say, one of our advisors was actually on the, he was a general manager of Zynga and actually took Farmville live as well as Mafia Wars.
Yeah.
As well as the team, incredible team. And yeah, this is not you're not going to sit here and play this game for like 10 hours straight and binge it, but you'll pick it up and put it down. And what you'll find is what a lot of the community do is they set alarms. I mean, our community I can't tell you how many times they've woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to harvest their crops. It's quite addictive. But it's a very simple, peaceful game that you can just enjoy. And that's what we want, especially in Web3, is fun. Something that's enjoyable and a distraction and allows you to escape.
The SFL must flow.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man. So, when it comes to this, obviously you have a very, engaged community, and like you said, we're gonna jump into Sunflower Land, and you're gonna show us exactly how to get set up. So if you guys have not played this game, and you don't know what to do, we're gonna go from scratch. I don't have a farm set up yet. I don't have any of the things, and Steve is gonna help walk us through here from going from 0 to Sunflower Hero. Ain't that right?
I love that. Let's do it.
All right.
So the first thing you'll probably want to do is check out the docs. This is what I would recommend.
Whoa, hold on. Well, you're jumping ahead of yourself here, Steve.
Okay.
You jump a little ahead of yourself.
Okay. I apologize.
He did say the first thing you got to do, but he got the back half of it wrong.
It's the first thing you got wrong, but that's okay because Steve doesn't know. So we got to break it down for him. Riz. What is the first thing we actually have to do before we can jump into any game and go on a mission here to show you guys all this top secret stuff? What do we got to do, Riz?
Well, you certainly cannot go into the game looking like that, wearing the standard issue. Otherwise, everyone is going to know who you are. So it's time to get into a disguise.
It's true. We got to get into a disguise, guys. If I'm not in disguise on these top secret missions, then I get busted. We don't want that. That's bad for a secret agent's reputation, damn it. And what kind of master of disguise would I be if when I was going on these super top secret missions, I wasn't in a disguise? So what we're going to do is we're going to go jump into a disguise. Now, this is a fun little game we play, guys. You guys get to guess what disguise I'm going to be in today. There's about 25 options of disguises that I could be. And so you guys throw some guesses in the chat while I go and jump into this disguise so we can go play some Sunflower Land. You guys ready? We'll be right back.
Secret Agent Stache. Secret Agent Stache. Hey, wearing new disguises. I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache. Secret Agent Stache. Hey, wearing new disguises. I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache. Secret Agent Stache. Hey, wearing new disguises. I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache. Secret Agent Stache. Hey, wearing new disguises. I'll never get his dreams. Secret Agent Stache. Secret Agent Stache.
Yabba dabba stash. That's right. It's Fred Stashstone, and we're gonna jump into Sunflower Land game today. And dressed as you know, as good old Fred Stashstone here, no one's going to know that it's me. Like, look at this, man. You'd never see a secret agent coming, but I'll easily be able to blend in there with all the goblins and probably the humans in this disguise. Fred Stashstone, don't mess around, guys. So
We do
now
have a winner.
Do we have a winner?
We have one on the dot, but it's a typical agent here who got a lucky guess, I think.
Oh,
But they got it.
Who was
Nico
it?
V. Nico V. Fred Stache.
Nico.
Got it.
Wow, on the head. So 50 SFL to the first person to guess correctly. So I think it was Nico V.
Yes, there he is.
Did he just run through every disguise because he knows all of them?
No, it was actually his first guess.
Oh, you're right. Wow, it was the first guess. I'm scrolling back through. Wow, GG's, Nico. All right, man. So, all right, now that we're in disguise, we can go jump into Sunflower Land here, and so we're gonna go over and check out the website, and Steve is going to walk us through getting going here with Sunflower Land. Let's go. All right, Steve, it's game time.
Let's do this.
Are you ready? So we're at the site here. This is the Sunflower Land website, right? This is where all the magic has happened, and this is where we're going to start off our journey. Now,
That's right, Fred.
we've talked a little bit about this Sunflower Land on Polygon. We know that, right? It's a farming game, pixel version, very much reminiscent of Stardew Valley. I think that's obviously what people were going for, or what they were going for, right, with this game. Now, as we get going too, Steve, one of the things I was talking to Steve earlier, guys, and one of the things that's interesting is Steve was just a community and an investor of this game, and then was so adamant about, like, he got wrapped up and now he's part of the actual team. Ain't that right, Steve?
That's right. Yep. Started off. In fact, we were just reminiscing and talking about this in our Discord earlier about like how I got started and come into the game. I was actually playing a different game at the time, and because of the congestion on the Polygon network around the start of the end of last year, I couldn't play my game, and so I did a bit of digging, and I went onto the gas tracker on Polygon, and I found this contract that was taking 80% of the Polygon network gas at the time, and I thought it was a scam token, and so I investigated. I found a Discord, and turns out it was a game with a really, really warm, friendly community. I was blown away at just how welcoming the Discord community was, especially around crypto Twitter and Discord, with a lot of what you see with the toxicity. It was refreshing, and it was a breath of fresh air, and so yeah, I that was it. That was kind of how I got started. I fell in love with it. I started aping in and buying every NFT I could, and before you knew it, I was providing liquidity and buying tokens and all sorts, and just getting involved. And you're going to find this out yourself. It becomes quite, I don't want to say addictive, but there is that element of you kind of, you find yourself like, what am I going for? Okay, I'm going to get that, and then it's like, what's next and what's next, and you kind of get a bit of a bug for it. It's quite a simple game, and so yeah, I fell into that trap, and then the game got hacked. Unfortunately, it was really, really sad at the start of the year, and I stayed with the team and helped them, and yeah, now we're here.
And it seems like the game is doing well. The community is very active and still going, and that's good to see after having something like that happen. I think that it shows that, the team is dedicated to making this a great game that people really continue to enjoy over and over again.
This is where we are right now, and we had a conversation. So sat down with the team at the beginning of the year, and this was before I was officially on board. But I said to them, and this was when it was at the early stages. There was about 1,000 people in Discord, and I said to the team, because they were very active on Discord at the time. They never intended to build a game that was going to blow up. They never intended to go viral. They were just 3 friends that were working part-time, just experimenting with blockchain technology.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to build this. They were just having some fun, and they were all just playing a game they loved. And here's the interesting fact. There was no pre-mine. There was no VC funding. There was no investment at all. Any of the tokens that the core team and the owners and the developers had, they had to farm themselves as well as everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, that's legit, man. I like that. Those are all good. That those check quite a few boxes there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, those are some pretty good boxes to check there. And so, yeah, I mean, definitely, I love the story of it. Like, it was a passion project. It was something we were doing, just, kind of having fun with it. And then people are like, wow, we really like that. And I think that's great. That's a great story. And we hear quite a bit of them in crypto, which I really love.
But this is it. I think a lot of people, they forget about what we're doing and why we're doing it. I mean, you have to think about the underlying technology and what's being built here, how early we are. And I think a lot of people get sidetracked with the financial incentives that are pushed. And that's happened from games and guilds. And, we've seen it from Axie and other games where that's happened. But I think we're maturing and evolving at a phenomenal rate. I mean, what's happened in the last 12 months in the NFT space is just, it's kind of mind-blowing, really, when you think about how quickly we've evolved.
Yeah.
And so there are these communities now that we're finding that are educating themselves and being educated by the game developers and the guilds. And as a result, we're finding a much more mature marketplace now. And the games I feel that are building now are not the ones that are relying on the hype and the unsustainable BS that's being promoted to people that ends up people getting wrecked and hurt and toxic and then going from project to project. Right. What we're seeing now is these genuine core communities that are being built. And that's why with Sunflowerland, it's slightly different because we're open sourced. So even though there's only 4 core developers and there's a team of like 7 or 8, there's over 200 community artists and developers that contribute to this project. And so with that power, there's the ability to be very agile, but there's also a responsibility on educating and teaching best practice. Because this is not just about building a game, it's about inspiring people who want to get involved in Web3.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's essentially what we're doing here. Trying to inspire people to come and see what we're doing in the Web3 gaming space and have fun with it. So, all right, man. Like I said, great story. Without further ado, let's jump into this and start playing. So if I'm brand new, never played before, jumping in, I hit play the beta version. It's going to take me to the play tab. Wants me to connect my wallet, right? So I'm going to go MetaMask.
Yeah, so this is at the moment. Now, this is all going to change because one of the main things we're looking at is ease of onboarding. Like, how do we take someone who's non-crypto native, not used to Web3, not used to the tech side of things, or even games, and how do we give them a seamless experience? So in the new version that's coming out with Land expansion, you'll have a more seamless experience. But at the moment, yeah, this is all you need to do. You click on the play beta. It's going to ask you to connect your wallet. It needs to be on the Polygon network. And on that home screen, there was actually a button next to that. And if you get stuck at any point, that button next to the play that says docs, everything in there there's videos, there's guides, there's everything there to help you through the process. So if you do get stuck, you can check that out. There's also a link to Discord. You're always welcome to come in there and get help. But yeah, awesome. You're here at the Create Farm, and so let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to explore anybody's farm, but we're going to create it here.
Well, so this is the first thing that you have to do, and this is what really got to me, is you have to donate. So this was all about helping charities, and so far we've given I don't know the exact total, but I'm going to say it's a substantial amount. I mean, I know the markets are down at the moment, so it's difficult to tell you the exact number, but a lot of money has gone to these charitable projects. I know it's 5 to 6 figures that have gone to these charities that have helped them. And so, yeah, 10% of any of the signing up fee goes to a charity. And the idea of this is to keep it cost effective. We don't want to price people out with crazy prices. We want everyone to be able to get a farm. This was actually a community effort because it used to be cheaper than this. The reason it's $5 is because we found that that's actually quite a nice price point to price out some of the bots.
Yeah. All right, so we made our donation to the water project, which is actually a charitable foundation that I'm actually familiar with. So nice. We're sending the donation on here through Matic Network. We got the transaction confirmed. Waiting here for a second. I mean, it's fairly fast, which is great. That's one of the good things about having a layer 2 like Polygon is that you still got to wait for transactions to go through and things to kind of do their thing, but in general, a lot faster than if it was on old mainnet Ethereum there. So that's a good sign. Good thing.
Yeah, and we've been working very closely with the Polygon team, Polygon Studios, as well as Polygon devs, and it's been a good learning experience.
It's all right. It looks like it's a minute countdown to mint our
farm's
farm.
Been minted. So you've now got 2 things that have happened. One, in your wallet now you'll have a farm that's been minted. And so that will now be in your wallet as an NFT. So every farm is an NFT. And that farm will also have its own wallet address. So you'll have your MetaMask wallet as your non-custodial wallet, but you'll also have your farm wallet as well. So you'll be able to send resources directly onto your farm so that you can use them inside the game. And also when you're in the game, you'll be able to export using the bank to take your assets back to your MetaMask wallet. So the farm is kind of like the centralized aspect of the game, if you like, because we had to include that. Again, it was another way to deal. When the game was initially launched, and this is what caused the problem with Polygon, there was no centralized server. The entire game was uploaded onto the blockchain as a decentralized project.
Which is how it kind of should be.
Which meant that calls were being done to Matic every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And with tens of thousands of play, we accidentally DDoSed Matic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here we go, 151377. Here's your farm.
There we go. Farm ID. You guys send me all the crops. All the guys. I need tribute. We need tribute. Stash tribute. So when I load this farm up, you guys all better be waiting around my farm with bountiful tributes for good old Stache here. Otherwise, I'm be disappointed.
Well, in the future, you'll be able to send manure.
Oh shit! You're gonna shit on my farm?
There we go. Now I'm interested.
Now Riz is
Okay.
on board. Riz, would you shit on my farm?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would
Alright,
set
man.
an alarm
That's a good friend.
every day.
Type
might
to
help
the
you
log
much more
every
quickly.
day.
know?
There you go. Hopefully the rest of you guys, hopefully the rest of you agents that shit on my farm too, man. You know, like, that's the good stuff. But I mean, hey, you know, share the shit, because without the manure, things are not going to grow big and bountiful, right? So I think it's a good thing.
So now we got to make a choice here. It looks like.
Oh my gosh! All right,
So here we go. A war is brewing.
Tensions are rising in Sunflower Land. The goblins and humans are recruiting players to help out with the war effort.
So this is our first quest, our first lore and quest of we're moving into land expansion, and this is the event that is going to transition into the end of beta. And so everyone's been waiting now, because when the game was taken down at the beginning of the year, I told you that we had a meeting with the team and we had to make two decisions. One was, if we took 6 months to launch a game, the community wouldn't hang around.
Yeah.
So we had to get a minimum viable product up, and the team did it in 6 weeks. So they rebuilt the game from scratch in 6 weeks, and they got this version of the game live. But then
Impressive.
it wasn't the game. It was never going to be the game. And so we had to build the game alongside this minimum viable product. And so that's what we're going to see at the end of this war, is the transition into the actual game. And
Okay,
so yeah, this is it. So this is started this week. So you're in the first week.
Oh,
This
perfect.
is a 10-week event, and you're in week 1 right now. And as you can see by the little counter at the bottom there, it looks like Team Human is just slightly winning at the moment. There's less goblins, but they're doing well. They're holding their own. So yeah, you're gonna have to make a careful choice, because the winning team gets rewarded every week, and you got to decide, like, who do you want to help? Do you want
Alright.
to help the underdogs and the goblins catch up, or are you Team Human? You got to pick a side.
So here it is. So we got to pick a side.
Yes, you can close that one down at the moment. That
Yeah, we
notification.
know.
we'll go for that later.
Yeah. So here it is. This is the choice, guys. This is the choice. So and here's how we're gonna do it real quick, because it gets a little messed up in chat. So if you want me to pick human, put a 1 in chat. If you want me to pick goblin, put a 0 in chat. And we're gonna try and use that to determine exactly which way we should go and what side good old Secret Agent Stache is going to be on. And so Riz here is he's gonna kind of keep track and see if we see more 0s or more 1s. Remember, 1 is for human, 0 is for goblin. Man, we're seeing them go by, so I see a lot of 0s. I don't know, man.
I see a lot of 1s, actually. More 1s than I thought.
You can't
I
put
see a couple of
2.
2s. I want to know what 2
There's no
stands for.
2. Like, all these cheeky bastards over here putting 2s or 0.5s. I get that a lot when I ask a 3. Yeah, come on, guys, you know what's up. All right, so we're seeing them out. Okay, we're seeing it there. Okay, some 0s. Okay, Theta Fam says all 0. But YouTube Fam is looking kind of divided. Seeing 0s and seeing 1s.
It's I think it slightly favors 1 on
Yeah.
YouTube, if I had to go with it.
Eek. You know, me as a person, I'm gonna say I love a good underdog, and I think when it comes down to it, Goblin is gonna pull it off in the end. I'm going Goblin. Boom, done it.
We all knew you were
Alright,
going
Team
Goblin.
You didn't know shit.
There's
You
no
didn't
way.
know shit.
There is no way you were going to go human. There's no way.
So now what you're going to see on your farm by your home is there's a little war banner. You've got a little goblin war banner. There's your goblins there,
Yeah.
your little goblin recruiters. So this is it. You're now Team Goblin. You cannot change.
I cannot
So
change.
anything you do in this war effort is going to contribute towards the goblin war.
Now, what about like, okay, can I be like a double agent? Can I say I'm with the goblins, but really I'm gonna help the humans?
No, not unless you no. And because you're live, it's unfortunate. Like, you could have told people, but now they know.
It's true. It's
Just
true.
sabotaged it.
So there's been a bit of a backstory with the humans and the goblins, in that the goblins have been a bit cheeky.
Yeah.
The humans have been trying to just farm their crops, and the goblins keep taking over their farm and stealing their shovel and
Seems like
and
the
stuff.
goblin
And
way.
So yeah, that's why we're in a war, right? There's been a
Yeah.
bit of tension brewing. You know, goblins have been charging sinking fees, and you know, there's goblins are in control of the NFTs. So this is your farm. This is at the moment Sunflower Town.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look around, you'll start to see there's lots of buildings at the moment. And again,
Yeah.
this is a sandbox. So in the next version of this game that people will play, you'll actually start with just one square on an island, and you'll have to build all of this.
Yes, yes.
For now, you can see. So you've got your farm to the left there, and when you start, you can see you've got 3 sunflowers. And those 3 sunflowers, you can actually click on those. And if you do, you're going to harvest them, and you're actually
I killed it.
Get some...
What did I do? It's dead.
No, you just click it, and that's it. It's now.
Do I get seeds? Can I eat them? Sunflower seeds?
What you can do is you can sell them.
Ooh, even
you can
better.
actually sell them for money.
Definitely gonna, then destroy all of them. I want to sell all the stuff.
Well, now if you have to go to the shop, so if you can see to the bottom right of where you are there, yeah, if you go into the shop, now you need to sell those seeds. You got 3 seeds.
I got 3 of them.
Now, there's actually something that happens here in the tokenomics. It's called a halving event.
Yep.
And it's a bit like Bitcoin. Every certain amount of total supply of SFL, there's a halvening where the rewards and the costs are halved. And so you don't want to hold too many crops, because if you're doing as a halvening event, they're going to lose half their value. So you got to decide, like, are you going to work towards something, or are you going to sell them? And so you have to kind of keep an eye on that. But at the moment, you can see that to sell one, you're going to get 0.0005 SFL.
Yeah,
it's not a lot.
Not a lot.
But you can do that. You can either sell one or sell all 3 on it.
Now, if I keep the sunflowers, can I replant more sunflowers with those sunflower seeds?
Well, that's what we're going to do now. So if you sell it to get the money, because what you need right now is you need the money, because you don't have any.
We need some money.
Yeah, unless you're going to invest in the game, you're going to need to sell them. And in the top right, you can now see your balance.
All right.
So you've now got 0.0015 SFL.
We're already on our way to being millionaires. SFL millionaires.
See? We're already on our way, and I'll send you some SFL to get you started. Don't worry. But and also we're going to do some more giveaways in the chat as well. But
awesome.
For now, if you click back on the shop, go back to where you was in the shop, and now you're on the buy screen.
Oh.
So now you need to buy some more seeds, and at the moment, all you can afford are the sunflower seeds. So you're going to have to go ahead and buy your seeds.
Oh, but I sold sunflowers, and now I'm buying.
You sold the sunflowers, and now you're going to buy some seeds.
Oh, okay. How many should we buy?
As many as you
all
can.
Of them?
Yeah, go buy them all. Buy as many as you can buy at the moment.
Buying all of them. All right, there you go. I maxed it out.
And then go and plant them. So now you've got your seeds. They're in your inventory. There you go.
Oh,
and so now you've gone from... Oh, yeah, we'll talk about this. So now
you've sauerkraut? I love sauerkraut. I knew we were going to be best friends, me and the goblins.
You've gone from having 3 fully grown sunflowers that you've sold that have given you a bit of starting capital, and you've been able to buy 5 seeds with that. Perfect. And so you're going to keep repeating that process. You've got a minute timer. And so in 1 minute, you'll be able to harvest those and do the same again and work your way up to better quality crops that have longer timers but give you a bigger reward.
Yeah. Now this is very much not like real life, because if I harvested 3 sunflowers and then sold them for seeds, they'd probably only give me 1 seed. You know how it works? Like, inflation's pretty bad these days, man.
Inflation hard, right?
But clearly here in Sunflowerland, it does not work that way, which I'm very happy about, because, profit. Because, like, step 1 is play Sunflowerland, and step 3 is profit, right?
Well, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plant more seeds. But as you can see, you can't do that right now because goblins seem to have taken over your farm.
But I'm Team Goblin.
So what you're going to need to do is click on the
sense.
goblins. Well, you are Team Goblin, I know, but that's in the war. See, this was pre-war. This is where the goblins were causing problems with the humans. So one of them tells you that they want to sat some sauerkraut.
So you got to give them things to placate them so they'll go away.
There we go. So you have to go and find the kitchen, which is a little bit to the right of where you are.
Yeah, I see the kitchen.
You want to find the kitchen, and here we go. So now you can start to see some of the ingredients that you need to be able to effectively burn.
So I need some cabbage
to be able to unlock the map. Yeah.
All right, so we need cabbage. So our goal is get this little stinky guy some cabbage, so then I can use this. But I can plant here. No, see, I can't plant any of these if they're anywhere around my planting area, right?
That's it. So right now, the only thing you can do is use that space you've got, harvest your crops, sell them, buy some more seeds.
All right,
and you want to kind of work your way up. So yeah, at the moment, you could get 1 potato.
A potato. The cabbage seed is expensive. I need like more things, and it's 2 hours. What? Okay, so we could buy a potato. I do love potatoes.
But if you buy a potato, you can only buy 1.
Yeah. Now, if I
So
buy
you've
these, I
got
could
to
buy a
think
ton
about
of
how do you
these.
be efficient? How can you efficiently farm your land?
Well, I mean, I can only do 5 at a time, so we're only going to buy 5 seeds, right? I mean, that would be the most efficient thing to do, because right now we don't have enough to buy both sunflowers and a potato, which is what
There
we
we
would
go.
want to do, right?
Yeah. So you'd start until you've got enough capital where you can do 4 sunflowers and 1 potato.
Boom.
And then you'd start working over. And I mean, the other way to fast track this is obviously to deposit some SFL. You can
Sure.
buy it on an exchange, and people can bypass an element, but you still need to be able to get the crops and plant them. So the most profitable in the game is sunflowers, but who really wants to sit there every minute farming crops, right?
Oh yeah.
So most people get to the
my
point
cat.
where they do it once a day or once every 8 hours. You know, they pick the crops that potatoes are quite popular at the moment. There's a lot of potatoes. If you click on that little war icon that you see on your map there, for you it only says a war is coming. Okay, so we'll probably need to refresh your game browser. I think we might have to do a refresh. If you could just do me a favor, can you click up on the menu in the top left hand corner, please? If anyone ever has any problems, go down to settings. Quick way to just sort this out is click on refresh for me.
Oh, okay.
All right, and that's just going to refresh the game, and then click on the war again and see if it works.
Hey,
there we go. Now we're there.
Our warriors
So
need
now you're in the war.
resources.
And so this is how you can contribute to the war effort. It's a community effort, and so you'll need to exchange these items for what are called war bonds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the war bonds you can exchange for NFTs.
Ah, so see, I need more potatoes or like a carrots or what is this little guy right here? Is that a
cabbages? Yep.
Cabbage?
So potatoes, cabbages, carrots, and eggs. So for
Ooh,
eggs, you'll need
egg.
chickens. And chickens need wheat. You have to feed them wheat.
All right.
So it takes a little while to get to that stage at the start. You've got a bit of work to do to get there, but this is the fun grind. I think everyone in the chat they remembers this. They remember this.
So now we have enough to buy 1 potato and then some sunflowers. So now how do I choose if I have more than 1 seed?
Well, you can. So on the top right, you'll be able to see you've got the icons there. So can you see there's 3 of your last used tabs? You can just click on those, and then you'll be able to select them.
See, now I have no more potatoes, so now I got to select.
Now click on your there we go. Click on that.
Flowers.
Boom, you've got it. You're a pro.
Awesome. And see now, but those potatoes, man, for them to be nice and tasty and delicious for me to consume, I gotta wait 5 minutes. But are the potato like? Can I make French fries out of them, or like do I get something else? Can I just only sell the potatoes? But what else can I do with the potato?
Well, in the future, what you're going to need to do is, in order to level up and evolve your bumpkin, your in-game character, your profile picture, you'll need experience. And the way that you get experience is not by doing a repetitive action. You get experience by feeding your bumpkin food. So it'll be part of the kitchen, and there's going to be a whole array of cooking recipes. And as you can see, there's lots of different biomes. So that's a gold node, but you'll need an iron pickaxe. So you're not quite there yet. See,
oh no, definitely not there.
This is the starting point where you are. If you scroll down a little bit and to the right, you'll see, there we go, just to the right there's some trees, and there's a little man with a question mark above his head. So he'll tell you that something looks different about these trees. Basically, anything you can interact with, if you hover over it, it will have a white border.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you scroll down to those trees just below you, you'll see if you hover over them, they turn white.
Equipped axe.
But you need an axe. And an axe
There's an axe
costs
right here.
1 SFL.
Why can't I just go get this axe right here?
I know, right? It would make sense.
Come on, man. Goblins, man. We just steal the axe from me, and then I go. So, okay, that's a good question. So, where am I? Right? If I'm not a goblin, because I'm team goblin. But am I just chilling in my house? I never come out. Like I'm the boss man, and he's just at the top. Like you never see him. Kind of like the Lorax, right?
That's it. It's kind of hiding at the moment. Pretty scared because there's a war going on. But after land expansion, you will see your character. And when you equip accessories onto your character, not only will it automatically update your profile picture and the metadata in OpenSea, but it'll also update all of the notifications as well as your in-game character that you'll see. So it'll be fully dynamic.
Someone said, click the frog. Got him.
Interesting. That frog is that was created by my daughter. So my daughter's called Lily. She got on a call one day with Adam, the lead developer, and she picked out a frog. She loves frogs. And I'll give you some alpha. She also loves mushrooms. My daughter, she's only young, but she loves mushrooms and frogs. And so in the future, a little bit of alpha for you here. You can expect something around mushrooms and frogs, especially that frog. Might give you a little bit of a...
I see lots of. I see quite a few mushrooms now. I look around, like there's mushrooms here, man.
Yeah,
They're all
there you go. Now you can see the mushrooms.
okay. You know, funny. My daughter also loves mushrooms, but not eating them. Go figure.
No, just to sit on.
Just to sit on, just to use as jewelry or other things that are decorative. Like she likes mushroom aesthetic, but not mushroom taste or texture. Apparently. Okay, so we got
mushroom pizza is my favorite.
Mushroom on pizza.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
What is this?
Do you put the mushroom on before does the mushroom go on before the ham and the pineapple or afterwards?
Oh my goodness, you can put it on both.
Definitely before.
I'm all about pineapple on pizza, man. Pizza to me is a vehicle for deliciousness. If it's delicious, you can put that shit on pizza. If it's not delicious, then I mean you can probably still put it on pizza, but I may not eat it.
I'm an anchovies guy. I'm basically a black hole. Like you said, if it's pizza,
Whatever.
it's going. It's
Like,
going down.
You know, I'm going savory. I can also go dessert. You know?
This is true. So here's something interesting about this reward before you click on it. This is one of the examples of an in-game activity that is there are multiple layers of bot detection. This is one of them, but it's disguised happily as an in-game activity.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, the chest and the person and the screen, it moves every time you get it.
So you can't, you know it, like, you can't...
Yeah, you can't use like clickers and scripts and things like that for it. So
unless you have the script that's literally clicking every dot on the screen. I should say nothing.
We'd see that in the algorithm. So yeah,
that's true. That's true.
There's a lot of really incredible technology in the background that's been built to deal with bot detection.
So what you're saying,
and we had a lot of problems at the start.
Yeah. So what you're saying is my cat cannot play this game. If I want him to play and he's just bored, like my cat just can't come up here and start messing with my and play the game.
Here's the problem you'd have, and it's not the problem you think. If your cat started playing the game, our cat would probably attack your cat because Victoria's quite hostile. And Victoria the cat, if you've ever been inside our Discord server and chat, what's Victoria like? What's Victoria the cat like, chat? Let us know. She's very prickly.
Okay,
she's
so look, potatoes
there
ready. But like, why? It looks a little fun. It looks kind of like a carrot. Does it not? Looks a little bit like. I guess this is a carrot and this is a potato.
Yeah, there's again. This was a version that was put out very quickly just to appease as a minimum viable product. So a lot of this will evolve as you go into the next version.
I can sell this potato for 0.0035. I'm selling that.
Well, here's where you can start to get some boosts. So you can start to buy NFTs, and they'll give you certain boosts where you'll get more crops. There's actually an NFT in the game that if you have it, all of the crops are free to buy. You don't have to pay for any of them.
Ooh, why hasn't anyone sent me one of those NFTs yet then?
Well, the last time I saw one sell was on a stream with Bryson, actually, and I think it sold for 2.5 ETH.
2.5 ETH, huh? Wow. That's
and that was before the crash.
Yeah, wow. All right, well, I'm selling my potato. It's the only one I got, guys, but I'm selling it because, you know, gotta make the ends meet. But then I'm assuming I don't have to eat, which is great.
Well, the ends potatoes, yeah.
Yeah. So we want to get our one potato in, right? Oh no, we didn't get potato seed. We didn't buy anymore. We gotta buy another potato seed, right? Or we could buy a pumpkin.
But then you got a 30-minute timer, right?
Ooh, that's a long timer. And it just keeps going up, right? Like to get our cabbage, I mean that's expensive and it is a lot. So like who can we get off our property? So do I have to get both these guys off or just one guy so I can unlock?
You're going to need to get all of them off. So you're going to have to find out whatever's first. So the easiest way to do this is to go into the kitchen. Yeah, find out what the first item is in the kitchen because that's the one you'll start with.
Yeah. So you know, it's not my first rodeo. Like pumpkin soup. So we need a pumpkin. 5 pumpkins. Good lord! Okay, we got to start getting pumpkins, man. We got to go.
Let's do this. So before we worry about this, because this is, I want to give you a little bit of a fast track, obviously for the stream. So what we'll do right now is you can, if you go back to your farm, you can scroll to the right-hand side. So this is Sunflower Town. Okay, there's a lot of stuff you can explore here. But on the right there, here we go. There's a little icon you can click, and that will take you to Goblin Village. So everything that happens in Sunflower Town is off-chain server side. Everything that happens here is on-chain. It's everything to do with the NFTs. So goblins, NFTs, humans, server side.
Got it, yeah.
And now you'll see here, there's actually one of the buildings is a bank. I don't know if you can see that.
Of course.
And so if you click on the bank, that is going to give you an address, which you can actually copy that address.
Oh, so this is my in-game wallet, and then you can send your stuff from your MetaMask into your in-game wallet, like tokens or other items. Oh yeah.
So what I'm going to need you to do now in Discord is just ping me that wallet address really quickly, and I'm going to send you a little bit of something.
All right, we're gonna toss this in chat and in Discord so you guys know. There's my Sunflower Land wallet. You guys.
Yeah, there you go. You've put it in chat. Very smart. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, you see it there in chat. Then you can grab it from.
All right, chat. If you want to send him some resources, send some love. If you've got some stuff you just wanna send some love.
I told you we need some.
Yeah, chat. If you got that manure, you really wanna
drop the manure on my head.
Just a gigantic steaming pile. Let's go.
Well, maybe not right on my head, but like you could put it in a nice pile where I can use it over time to keep my crops going. Maybe don't just like manure all over me. That wouldn't be good, man.
Here we go. So
this is a somewhat friendly show.
I'm going to send you $5 worth of SFL just to get you started.
Oh, very kind.
And then that will give you a bit of a head start. But what you can do whilst you're here is you can also look around. So the war tent, here we go. So this is where you'll get these war bonds.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to exchange those war bonds for these NFTs. Now, these are super, super rare NFTs. The amulets, you'll see there are 3 amulets there. Now, the 4th amulet, the green one, you can only obtain that if you burn the first 3. So you have to have all 3 of the first ones, and then you need to burn them to get the 4th one.
So my goal here is we want to get 200 war bonds so we can get a sunflower amulet.
That's the first one, yep. Yeah. And then I think it's 300 war bonds, I think, for the second. And then nothing else has been confirmed yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because we're just getting started. Now, I'm curious. Now, I'm here at Goblin Town, and is this the Chief Goblin down here?
I mean, he does. He looks a little bit. He's been eating a lot of sunflowers, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, look at the other the peons right here, the minions here. They're definitely much smaller and cuddly looking. This guy has an axe in his hand. He's huffing and puffing. He's got his own little hut down here. I'm going to assume that is the Goblin Chief. That this is to whom we owe our allegiance. Correct?
I mean, you could say that. I mean, you'd have to watch the story. I'm not going to give away any spoilers over the next few weeks. There's let's just say that everything's not as it seems. There's some interesting plot twists that are going to really throw people.
I'm hoping he's the war chief, and we're going to war, man. This big boy is going to lead the charge because I don't think any humans could really stand in his way. I think he just chop him down like a freaking twig.
Whilst you're here, 2 of the things we can look at is the crafting. There's the crafting station, and then there's the farmer. So this is all the NFTs that you can craft, and it kind of gives you a bit of an idea of what you would need. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of these have already sold out.
Yeah.
But there are still some that are available.
I'm sold out. Oof.
And also, a lot of these NFTs were from version 1 before the hack.
Yeah.
There was a lot of work that was done to make sure that no one was left behind. So we did a full migration. This is my favorite. This one, the Sunflower
Rock, the game
it's
that
got
broke Polygon. I love it, man.
Sunflower. Yeah.
Goblin Crown. Okay, sold out. But all these things, yeah. Okay, what isn't? Okay, so I could get a bath. All right. Dirty goblins need to bathe. Woody the Beaver increases wood drops. Okay, we got other beavers all helping out with wood.
See, this one, the Foreman Beaver there, that's like a tier 3 item, because with that, you can actually chop down trees without axes, meaning there's no cost to chopping down trees. Now, a tree takes 1 SFL because it takes 1 axe, and then when you've chopped that tree down, you've burnt that axe.
Oh, man. So how many trees do you get from one axe?
You get 3 to 5 wood. It's random. Ooh. Between 3 to 5 wood from 1 tree, so 1 axe. So 1 SFL will give you between 3 to 5 wood. Whereas if you had this, you would be able to chop down 5 trees every hour, because it also stacks the previous 2 beavers, because you have to have the previous 2 beavers to be able to get this one.
Got you. And you gotta have 5,000 trees. That's a lot. That represents quite a bit.
And the rest for the other 2 as well. But yeah, the only way to get these right now is to buy them on secondary market.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, these are just some of the examples. Now we did the chef's apron, which you can see there just below where you are, the last one. So this was we did a 10-week event that's just finished. It was the Great Sunflower Bake Off. So every week people could bake a cake. And we didn't tell anybody this, but if they kept, because you could sell the cakes for SFL.
Right.
So a cake was worth between 8 to 14 SFL each cake. So some people were just selling the cakes and getting the money.
And they didn't know they could maybe get the super rare item, and the hoarders are the ones who have profited because they have all the cakes. They hoarded it. I'm a hoarder, man, especially in MMOs, dude. I always have massive chests full of shit just sitting there. I'm like, I probably should have sold that 2 months ago.
Well, they got 2 things. They actually got an airdrop. They got a chef's hat. They got 25 SFL. They got gold. And they also got the opportunity to burn the cakes for a chef's apron.
Yeah.
Now, this chef's apron sold out in about 2 to 3 minutes.
Now, okay, question here. Agent Riz, are you a MMO hodler, or are you wheeling and dealing, selling all your stuff? So would you have gotten the chef's apron, or would you have sold all of your cakes for the profit, sweet profit at the time?
Because this is an NFT, I would have definitely gone for the apron in this situation. But if it was like a World of Warcraft situation, I probably would have been wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yeah, I think that, having NFTs makes you think. Like, hey, is this
because if it's rare, if this is the only time you can get it, if I can resell it later, if the game blows up and 5 years from now you just can't get this item, that literally makes the grinding, putting in aspect time more beneficial.
It's true.
Now
it's true. And this is like a surprise grind too. So this was like one of those ones, like they didn't tell you ahead of time, right? So you just had to be lucky. So if you're a hoarder, you may end up with this, and if you were just selling them, you sold them. But yeah, I mean, hodl. I feel that, man. Crack so Duck was like, what's this thing about war? Well, it's goblins versus humans here in Sunflowerland. That's the war. That's what we're going for.
So here's the thing. There's actually a link. I'll put it in the chat now. But before I do, I'm going to ask a question, because I'm going to give 50 SFL away to the first person that can answer this in the chat. How many total Goblin War points are there? How many total Goblin War points are there currently on chain?
Total Goblin War points. First in chat.
Total Goblin War points. How many are there? First answer, correct answer, exact number. First exact right number.
1 trillion, 50, 10.
So this is on-chain data.
Yep.
We need the exact number. The exact number.
People are just guessing, man. 200K, 140K, 50,000, 141, 130. All right, there we go. That's it, isn't it?
We've actually got it. We've got it, and I can't pronounce that name, but it's Mamphus Salgius.
Oh, 135605.
So here's a link. I'm going to post a link to you, and if you take that link and check that out, this is built by the community. So this is all of the community that have built this. What it is all of the on-chain data that's been organized, and so you can see every single token in this game, every single resource, every single asset in this game is an NFT. Everything is available on chain, and so
is that SFL tools?
Yeah, so now we can see everything from total supply, liquidity, market caps, daily active users. This is a different link.
Different link.
I'll go through this one. This is another community tool, though. This is one of the community members have bought this. So, hey, let's say you want to buy some potatoes. Let's say you don't want to farm your potatoes. Right. If you click on the items in the top left where that filter is, where you are, where it says items, yep, click there. Click on potatoes.
No, cabbage.
Whatever you want. And it actually works out by unit cost.
Ooh.
And you can click on that first one. There was an update that was done recently. You can just click purchase and buy that directly from that person.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Or start sniping it. Again, community tool built by the community.
Very cool. What's the other link? Did you send it to me in Discord here?
No, I actually put it in the chat, but let me put it into Discord as well. Sorry, I actually put it into the...
oh, yeah, it won't work in YouTube chat.
Yeah, no. Well, that was not it. Sorry, 1 second.
But if you DM me here, oh yeah.
It was a June Analytics one. I'll just grab it for you now. I
Oh,
put it in the
June.
chat.
Yeah, I
for
had
you
that up.
guys.
I got that up.
I did give it to you, but there you go. I'll just give it to you again. So June Analytics, here we go. So this again, all of the community have built all of these analytical tools so that everyone can track and see exactly where we are in terms of data.
And I like that. I mean, that's great, and that's what that's one of the beauties of blockchain and this kind of technology with NFTs is the transparency. These are things that you don't see from normal games a lot of times. They don't or they'll tell you maybe, but there's no way to like really verify it. If you're bringing in data directly from the blockchain that the game is on, this stuff really can't it can't be messed with. It can't be tampered with, and that's important to know that, to be able to verify those things. And I think that that's great to have this and have a whole like dashboard with everything.
Well, this is it. And if you scroll to the bottom of this screen, you're going to be able to see all of the current war data. And that's where we just sent people. So for the people that knew, they were able to go there, and that's where they got their Goblin War points from.
Awesome.
For people that are looking for the one that was looking for the tools, that's called SFL tools. It's SFL.tools.
Yeah, SFL.tools. Yeah, that was this.
SFL.tools.
Yep. Pretty cool.
But yeah, this gives you all of this data. So yeah. Nice to be able to see this.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, and these are the insights that someone who's really playing to earn, is going to be most interested in for sure. I mean, the casual players probably not as much because they're just playing the game loop and they're not necessarily trying to min max anything. But I think it makes sense to have that. So, all right, so we've gone here. We're in Goblin Town, and there's some things we can do. Like, and this is basically like your bridge over to your wallet, which is great. And so, but we want to get back to our farm because, I mean, with the crops, man, we got to tend to the crops, man.
Yeah, that's it. Got to go back to the crops. And not only that, what you also need to do is, and you didn't fart on your crops, we got carried away. But if you go back to menu and click on refresh again for me, please, like we did before. So menu and then settings and then refresh. And look at your balance in the top right-hand corner.
Oh my gosh, I'm rich. I'm going to cash out. I've made all the monies. Oh, but look, so I have to redo these. All right. There we go.
We see if it's a giant pile of manure arrived.
Oh, now I got to refresh again. Oh, come on. All right. Something went wrong. Refresh. See, we just refresh the entire page.
Sometimes that does happen now and again. It happens. It's not a problem. Just refresh it and
let's farm.
It's a lot better than it was. Some people will remember, like in the first version, every single time you visited Goblin Village, you had to sync on chain and pay a gas fee.
That's rough, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So it's better. I mean, it's improved, but there's still a lot that's being built, which is why we're still in beta.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, those things are expected in a beta version of a game when you just have a core community playing it. It's not necessarily being pushed out in a marketing kind of push and things like that. So. I totally get that. All right, so we got some sunflowers going. We're going to take that one off, and then if we come back to the shop, we buy more.
So now you'll be able to afford. In fact, you're pretty rich now. You can afford pretty much anything you want.
Good lord, dude! I got to get the cabbage, right?
Well, this is where you got to look at. Like, what if you go to the kitchen? What was the first thing that you needed to make in the kitchen?
Yeah.
So that would be the thing. So that's going to be pumpkin soup.
Oh yeah, pumpkin.
So now you need to find out which goblin wants a pumpkin and how many do you need. So if you go back to the goblins on your farm, you need to find the one
he wants
that
pumpkin
pumpkins.
soup. I will trade this land for some creamy pumpkin soup. So I need 10 pumpkins, I think is what we needed, right? Was it 10 pumpkins? 5 pumpkins. 5.
There we go.
All right, so let's go buy some pumpkin seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then that's going to take you, when you plant those, 30 minutes. So yeah. But you now get the concept of this.
Now, can I dump some manure on these guys, or maybe like some Miracle Grow or something, just done in 30 seconds? Like, are there keys like Farmville where I can unlock it? I don't have to wait. How do I get past those time limits?
You
can't. There's no way.
Unfortunately, you can't right now. You just need to be able to play the game.
Don't hoard seeds before halving. Hoard plants you need. There's some good advice. Thanks.
Yeah, because there's that halving event, right? Because you could go and buy seeds, and then if there's a halving, you've just lost 50% of your returns straight away before you've even, because the halving event, if there's a little man, can you see him? He's got a little exclamation mark above his head. He's on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, this little guy. Talking about this goblin or another guy?
No, yeah, so not him. If you in the middle of the town, he is just
Yeah, this guy.
yeah, there we go.
Exclamation.
So that will tell you the SFL supply and when the next halvening is going to take place.
So it's very
we're at
soon.
19.2 million, and at 20 million, the next halvening will take place.
So it's fair. It's
Now, there's
fairly
actually
soon.
people. Yeah, there's people that have created graphs, and there's a lot of stuff. There's, by the way, inside the Discord, there's an official links channel. All of the links for all of the community assets are there. But someone's actually created a chart that tells you the exact date at the moment when the next halvening will take place, and it's due on the 18th of September, based on the current growth.
Okay.
And it causes some emotions. Let's just say people react at the halvening. It's one of those things. It's a bit like going through a bear market. If it's your first one, you're going to panic. But then the people that have been through a couple of them now are like, yeah, that's cute. I remember. You kind of get used to them.
So I have a rusty. It looks like maybe someone sent me, some kind soul sent me a rusty shovel. What can I do with my rusty shovel here? My old trusty rusty
Your
shovel.
rusty shovel is what you're using right now to plant your seeds and your crop.
So these are things I already had.
So a lot of what the community asked for, the developers listen. So one thing that was requested was the ability to remove your crop if you plant it by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can upgrade that rusty shovel for a nice shiny shovel. And if you do that in the blacksmith or where it says craft, you will be able to then remove the crops. So it's like a little additional thing you can buy. In fact, if you click on craft, just where it says craft, here are your items. So
okay, yeah,
you can actually now. Hey, why don't you go ahead and buy yourself 5 axes? You've got enough SFL. Yeah, because I sent you some, so you can buy 5 axes now.
Okay, so now we got the axe. Now we can chop
those trees. It take about 3 hits just to knock a tree down, and then there you go. You got a 2-hour. There you go. You got some wood.
I'm chopping all the trees down. Call me Paul Stashin. I don't know.
So now go back to
Lumberjack
craft.
Stash.
See, now you've got some wood. So if you go back to craft. And if you look at the next item along, see this requires some SFL and also some wood.
Oh,
so now you can buy 3 of these.
All right, we got some axe. Now we can go mine.
I'm going to help you now. You got to try and find. Now that's the wrong one. You got to try and find the stone.
Oh, here we go. Stone
and
for me.
There's 3 of them on the map, and they've got a 4-hour cooldown.
One here.
There we go.
Stone. Oh, here it is.
There we go. Nice.
I got all the stone. Wait, what is this? I didn't notice this. What is this? This is like a little.
This is the war. So this if you scroll down all the way around the bottom, you'll see all these clouds.
Yeah.
So there is a lot. There's actually one of the items that you can buy. It's called a goblin crown, and if you buy that, you're actually it unlocks a part of the map. You can see like things on the map. Now this area here that you're looking at. This is the first area of the map to be uncovered, and it's for the Goblin War. So this is what we're doing right now. In week 1 of the Goblin War, we're providing war rations. Because all of the troops, they need their stamina, they need to eat.
So basically, to get these Goblin War rations, we go to the humans' farm, we kidnap the humans, and we stick them in the stew pot with all the vegetables we stole from their farm, right?
And then the goblins win, right?
That's how the goblins win. Let's go, goblins.
The goblins win, but the goblins don't know how to make fire, so they need the humans to light the stove. Otherwise, you've just got humans swimming in soup.
Oh, come on! You just steal the fire. Come on, God! You steal everything else. Steal the fire, man. No Greek god's gonna come down and just bestow it upon you.
To help you with the fire, maybe you can get you need to build a stove, right? So go to crafting again. Now what you can do here is now you've got your stone. You can go for the next tool along. Because now you're going to use your wood and your stone and some more SFL. You see how it starts to get more expensive. And it takes a long time at the start. And this is a problem that people have got is they're saying, hey, look, I've just started. It's really hard. And that's why people want land expansion, because it's going to be easier.
Got more stone.
But yeah, now you can do, there's 2 of those.
That big, ugly.
And I'll give you a hint. There's nothing in the clouds. So everything interactable is above the clouds. Did you buy 1 or did you buy 2 of those pickaxes?
No.
You can click on your items in the top right. If you click above it, and it will show you what you've got. Yeah, so you only got 1.
Where's the other stone? I'm not seeing it.
So there's
That
to
one.
the left. No,
Oh, it's stone.
right there.
That's why I
You don't
need
have a
one
stone
more.
pickaxe.
Okay, that's why I need one.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now you can go back and you can finish off the process. You can craft one more. And here you can go for the, here we go, the iron pickaxe. This is 5 wood. Oh, you might not. Here you go. And you go up, and there we go. Now you got some gold.
Give me the gold!
So that's you've just gone through the whole progression system now. So you start with your crops, you work your way up till you can get your resources, and then you farm the land.
I love it. Man, so you know, we're gonna let our you know, our pumpkin crops here grow, but we can't wait around for 24 minutes. So you know, thank you so much for jumping on here and you know, showing us around you know, Sunflower Land. I think this is really, I appreciate it, Steve. Thank you so much, man. But I will say, I think this is mission complete for today, agents. We jumped into Sunflower Land. We showed you how to get started, what exactly it takes, and the best route to get started, because you know I optimized the crap out of it with Steve's help here and you guys in the community. Thanks so much for sending me some SFL there, Steve, to get started. But mission complete. I think we did it. We did it.
Almost. You see, there's one more thing.
What did we forget?
One thing that we forgot. You see, you can't complete a mission. You can't complete a mission without doing this. This is the most important thing. All of the people in chat right now, you need to head over, because you've got a mission of your own. You need to head over to Twitter, okay, to a link which we're just about to post for Crypto Stache. So if you go over to Crypto Stache's Twitter, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to see in the last 1 hour he posted this video, the live stream. So what you need to do is you need to go and follow Crypto Stache and give a little like onto that last post 1 hour ago, and I will be picking in the next 30 minutes before those crops end. Actually, I'll give you 30 minutes. So by the time the crops end, I will be picking 2 winners at random. As long as you are following Sunflower Land and Crypto Stache, I will pick 2 winners, and you will both get 100 SFL each.
Oh, there we go, man.
That's $10 each.
Those are some sweet mission rewards. You know, we go on these top secret missions most of the time, me and Agent Riz here, and then we get back to old, you know, Crypto Intelligence Agency headquarters, the CIA headquarters, right? Crypto Intelligence Agency, and they don't give us jack, right, Agent Riz? Why don't we get sweet mission rewards like what Steve's handing out to his agents?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the best communities we've had. I mean, this chat has just been on fire.
It's true. Great community. I'm right there. I'm up for it, man. So you guys go jump on that post and go get that SFL. I'll you know, I have my official farm here now, so hopefully we'll see you guys in the war here. And you know, Team Goblin, we're going for it. I think we're gonna win. And I'm gonna keep checking back here over the next couple weeks to make sure that Team Goblin is kicking some ass. And I want to see those bars flip flop. So Goblins are on top. But that is all we have for today, Secret Agents. Another mission complete. I think this is like mission 87, 80. We're so hard up. I don't even know where we're at, man. We've been on so many missions. But thank you guys for joining us here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here if you want to see more great crypto games and, you know, possibly playing Sunflower Land yet again here on stream. But that's it for today. Secret Agent Stache, over and out.